everybody, and welcome to the From the Gym to the Ring reactions and results show right here on Yzer TV. So, you may remember last time that I did a prediction show from the gym to the ring for their fight night, which was a really good night. Actually, I really enjoyed myself. The fights were brilliant, even though it went on to like 1 o'clock in the morning. But do you know what? It was like being at a club, so I'm not even bothered. It was a good night out. It was good fun. We got plenty of footage. As you've probably seen on my channel already, there's plenty of footage going out. There's even more on the From the Gym to the Ring Facebook page and more on their YouTube channel, which I'm also running. So, let's get into what everyone's really waiting for. They want to know what I thought about the fights, and they want to know the actual results, and they want to know how close my prediction was. So, fight 1. Robbie Pring versus Jake Tweedy. Sorry, Jake. Yes, Robbie Pring versus Jake Tweedy. Let's have a little look at the fight.
Robbie Pring. Round 1 and potential 3, and Pring comes out fast. Tweedy has to move sweetly to avoid, and now comes forward. Good footwork from both men to open the show tonight. And it's Pring looking to work the jab, and then lands sweetly with the right hand. And again, as soon as Tweedy closes the gap, Pring throws the left and right to try and keep him at bay. But Pring has caught him cleanly on the way in, and then the clubbing right. 2, 3, 4, 5 rights, and suddenly Pring explodes into action.
So yeah, Robbie versus Jake. It was actually quite a good fight, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it for a good opener. It went to decision, and Robbie Pring walked away with the victory. I said Jake would be the better fighter, and Jake would walk away with the W. I was wrong. A big. Okay, so that brings us to the next fight, which is Chantal Jackson versus Grace Mahoney. Now, this fight was quite entertaining. Grace is very gutsy. It doesn't matter if she's getting punched in the face or bleeding, she's going to keep going forward. Chantal, a very controlled fighter, took her time, a lot of counter punching, used the jab a lot. Yeah, it was a really good fight. Here's a few clips.
She takes a good shot, but she's getting caught on the way in from Chantal Jackson, who waits for her to come in. But again, Mahoney grits her teeth and comes forward. Better work from Mahoney, but Jackson up to the task as well, and moves sweetly as Mahoney comes forward. Shooting in the left and rights as Mahoney pushes forward again. Nice work from Jackson. Mahoney, though, sticking to her task, looking to make a real bout of this here in the second. Forward. And then the stiff left jab, the movement, the accuracy and the power of Jackson taking its toll on a very game Grace Mahoney here, who's not stopped coming forward to make a match of this. But she's getting caught regularly by those stiff punches from Jackson. And caught again, but she's still coming forward. What a game contender, Grace Mahoney in the green. Spurred on, look at her still coming forward from these two ladies, but I think a big win for Chantal Jackson in the orange corner here.
So yeah, Chantal won that fight, and I actually got that one right. So far I'm 1 for 2. So I got 1 wrong and 1 right so far. 1 all. Okay, so that brings us on to another one, which is Gav versus Tom Moore. Whew, this is the rematch from season 2. These lads basically said in the ring, do you want a rematch next season? And there they were. They were matched up on split night, and it was actually a good fight. It went 2 rounds. It was stopped in a second. I'm not going to give away the winner just yet, but what I would like to say is that both these lads, okay, and even though they're not like professional boxers or whatever, I would happily watch them fight anytime. Not just each other, but like I'd happily watch them fight outside of GTTR or whatever. They're both really good boxers, both really determined fighters. But yeah, let's go back to the match, and let's check out what happened.
Round one, here we go. They touch gloves. Messer takes centre ring. Looks for a straight left and right to start proceedings. More ducking and diving. Messer looks for the left and right again. More looks for the uppercut, but gets caught with the left and right. Stiff left of his own to return, then fires off. Hooking punches, looks for the uppercut. Gets caught by Messer. Some more pushing forward again. Messer matching him straight to it once again.
Let's go. Big shot.
Messer looking for that big right hand again. More looking to respond, but he's off balance when he throws the right. And that's when he's liable to get countered as Messer pushes forward again. So more rolls and throws this time with more success. The taller man Messer making that height advantage count here, especially with that right hand. More ducking and diving low. Now looks to forge back forward. Messer hits him with the left and right and staggers more this time. Took it well, but he did stagger there. He felt that left-right combination. Looks for a nice uppercut of his own. Defensively more. Still there, still throwing leather. But those right hands he's beginning to feel now. Left and right's getting through cleanly. The towels come in. The towels come in from the orange corner. It's all over. Corner with two.
Lads, all I've got to say is brilliant fight. You know, I don't know if the towel was necessary, but the coaches know more than I do. And it was such a good fight, and it was such a good way for Gav to get the victory back after he lost last season. So I'm hoping for a decider. Honestly, lads, I'd like to see a decider. Now remember, this is called a reaction show, and I actually do have a reaction from ringside, which I played at the beginning of this episode. So basically, when this happened,
hooking punches, looks for the uppercut.
This happened. Sorry, lads. So that brings us to Sinbad versus the Bomber Jason Brown. This is one of my favourite fights, just because it was actually two guys that I got on with really well. Like I say, it's one I was really looking forward to watching, and I got what I wanted. I saw two lads slug it out and have a good fight. Went 2 rounds, stopped in a second again, just like the last fight. And yeah, let's have a look.
We go with round one. Brown leads with the jab and the straight right hand over the top. Big booming right hands from Sinbad as he comes forward. Brown responds. Both men here wasting no time throwing the heavy leather, planting their feet and letting the bombs go. Then the big right getting through the guard of Hunt now. Big booming rights to the body. It was a good start to the round from the green corner, Hunt. But Brown finishing strongly, finding his range. So 2 of potential 3. And Hunt comes out swinging now with those hooks. I think he knew that Brown took his thunder at the end of that round, so he's looking to bring it straight back now with these heavy shots from the waist here. He's throwing them from the waist, but he's throwing them heavy. And now Brown, as he did in the first round, tends to weather the storm and then start working behind the accurate jab, as he's doing now, and then starting to work the body of Hunt once more, backing him up. Heavy shots from Brown. Hunt backed up in his own corner now and taking punishment before he gets a count now. So after it's all over, our referee.
Yeah, well done, lads. That was a great fight to watch. I really enjoyed that. Bomber, well, congratulations. You know, I know why they call you the Bomber now. Personally, in the first round I had Sinbad winning it, and then when he came out in the second, I was like, okay, this could go well. And then Bomber just took him, just boom, 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 and that was that. You know, but you know, good fight. Really enjoyed it. Well done, Brown, and well done, Sinbad. And yeah, really, really good fight. Liz Anderson versus Jody Parker. This gets my fight of the night because I predicted 2 draws. I got 1, and this was the one that was the draw. Liz Anderson versus Jody was a really good fight. I'm going to play a few clips, but because this was my fight of the night, it was my favourite fight of the whole thing. Ladies, I'm going to put your fight at the end of this episode. I'm going to put the full fight on it just to kind of, I don't know, as an award or something. I don't really know, but just to showcase the whole fight. I'm going to put a few clips on it here now, though, you know.
Anderson comes out, as you can see, noticeably the taller of the two, behind a stiff jab, looking for the left and right. Parker will need to get inside and do her work when she gets inside, because she's got to get inside those long, long arms. You can see the height and reach advantage of Anderson. Anderson's got to make that work for her and keep Parker outside at range. Parker's got to get inside and work when she's there. Roll and throw to get inside that taller opponent. Just misses with the right hand, Anderson. Looking to keep Parker on the back foot though. Pushing forward again, but when she gets inside, that's the range that Parker needs. And she throws those hooking left and right around the guard of Anderson. And Anderson, double jab and a right uppercut attempt, just misses, but gets caught by Parker on the way in once more. And you've got to say, in terms of aggression and punches actually landed, you could make a good case for Parker there.
Okay, so that swiftly moves us on to... Do you know what? There's actually 19 fights to go through. I'm only on like 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the fights that finished in the first round. So instead of going through each and every one of them, I'm going to play all the first round ending fights, and then I shall come back and carry on with some of the bigger fights, because this video is going to be enough long as it is.
It's Dean Haim, round 1 of potential 3. Both men southpaws. And Haim comes forward looking to close the gap on Hodge immediately. Hodge looks to turn him. And they go again. As you can see, both men right hand forward, both southpaws. And it's Haim that's looking to push the action here with these heavy shots to the body, and down goes Hodge. And this could be all over very quickly from a flurry of punches from Dean Haim. It's all over here. Potentially 3 rounds of boxing action. And Sherry coming forward, heavy shots landing cleanly on Lawton. Sherry banging away. Lawton stood there, forced to take it, shot after shot to the head here. Lawton took them, but Sherry came out all guns blazing. Lawton saying she's okay, she took the shots, but she's got to start firing back. As Sherry will come forward again, and you feel do exactly the same. Lawton will have to get into this bag quickly, because she can't keep taking this from Sherry. The towel's been thrown in, and rightly so. Sherry was on fire and gets a big first round stoppage win by way of... And Radford came out first, firing. Nash looks to mix it with him, and both men looking to hit those heavy shots early. Big booming shots. Nice movement from Radford as he comes forward, looking to keep Nash backed up. Nash ducking low and then firing back, but he got caught with that right to head and body, and suddenly he's backed up in his opponent's corner. Oh, the left hand caught him clean. He shakes his head. It was all set up with that first right, then the right landed to the body afterwards, then the big left hook gives the man the count. One of these two was going to go with the way they both went for it, with feet planted straight away, and it was Nash that had to take the count. Big start now for Radford. And here he comes again, looking to set up that big left hand. And again, Nash falls, but this time it was just off balance from his own big right hand attempt. And so Radford looking for the openings once more as he pushes forward, and he lands with the right hand again and pushing Nash back. Nash is feeling that. Looks for his own big right, but he's backed up once more, turning away, takes the shots. The referee steps in. This could be all over. He's getting it's all over. He's seen enough. Good call from our referee there. And you can see a bit of a size difference here between the two. Jason Brown stepping up to the mark here against Shane Sims. And Sims, 2 big lefts and a big hooking right, booming forward. Sims really pushing the pace here against Jason Brown. Takes them well, got to keep moving. You can see Sims using the height and reach advantage at the moment. Brown looking against that. Oh, but took a heavy right.
Take a knee, take a knee. Heel down and relax.
The big right hand lands from Sims as Brown came forward.
So yeah, all those first round fights are really good. I'd like to mention the last one, which was Jason Brown versus Shane Sims. Jason Brown actually fought twice that night. He took on Sinbad and won, and because basically Sims's opponent didn't bother showing up, Jason stepped in to save the night. And yeah, he got beaten in the first round, but you know, top marks to Jason Brown for stepping in like that, because Shane could have just wasted his time and gone home, but they both went in, they had a bit of a fight. And Shane Sims is a big hitter anyway, you know what I mean? And I just like to say I got that prediction right. All of those first round things, I actually predicted the things right anyway. So right now I'm actually dead on. I'm actually dead on my predictions, numbers wise. Okay, so that brings us to RJ versus Mike Gillis. This was another fight I was really looking forward to, and I was not disappointed. This was another fight that could have been my fight of the night. If it went to a draw, it would have been. That's the only reason Liz and Jody got the other one. But this was a great fight. This is a brilliant fight. I'm not even going to waste your time with it. Here's some highlights from their fight.
Of Agnes, otherwise he walks in to the big left hand, but he's doing a good job of backing Agnes up without worrying too much about that. There's the danger though, that left hand as he circles towards it. Got to go the opposite direction against a southpaw. Pretty even though this opening round there's the danger, the left hand of Agnes as he comes forward. That's what Gillies has got to watch out for. That's why he's got to circle outside the right foot. But again, it's Gillies on the receiving end of the heavy work. His nose bleeding freely now. As Agnes' left hand comes through, works to the body this time, Agnes. Then the right and the left, up and down, bleeding freely as he breathes now, Gillies. Taking heavy leather, but still in there. Warrior's heart for the man in the green. Up once more. He's going to be cleaned up here by Adrian, our referee. And Agnes again looking to push forward once more and lands again with that left through the channel. Gillies, I've been impressed with his determination and attempts to continually fire back. He's made Agnes work throughout this bout with his tenacity, but I must say, for me, it's a big win for the Orange Corner in a very entertaining bout indeed.
So yeah, lads, great fight. I really enjoyed that one. It was really entertaining to watch. It was hard hitting, it was bloody, and you both went the full distance, and then you hugged that out at the end. And RJ won, even though I predicted Mike. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It was a brilliant fight. I really enjoyed it, and it is a privilege to watch them both. And I really hope we get to see you guys either have a rematch, or hope you both come back and we see another fight out of you guys, because it was great fun. It was great getting to know you guys as well. Jonas versus Terrell Williams. And this is probably the closest fight of the night. You know, it could have been another draw, but it went to Terrell. But check out some of these highlights, man, because this was a wicked fight from start to finish. I'm gonna have to upload it to my channel so you can watch the fight in full. Also, all these fights I'm talking about are on the Gym to the Ring YouTube channel. I'll provide the link in the description so you can watch them all as well.
Straight to the middle of the ring for both young men, neither wasting time at all. Jonas, the slightly taller of the two, as you can see in the orange vest. Williams looking to cut down the distance and get inside him with shots to the body. But Jonas firing back now, looking to back Williams into the corner. Williams looks to turn him and throw hooks to the body. They tie up once more, and you can see the slight height advantage for Jonas. And they go once more, and Williams looking to match, but again gets caught on the way by the right. Responds well. What a tear up between these two men. And Jonas moving around and throwing again, trying to use that height advantage. Pushes Williams back, works him in his own corner. Williams tucks him tightly. Looks to come forward again. Williams trying to force the issue here now in the second round. I think he knows he might be behind in the first. Wasn't sure about the second. Williams really working hard here in the third. Williams looking to turn Jonas, catches him with the right as he looks for the turn. Jonas looking to keep him there. And they go once more, and Williams is forcing the pace here in the third. Jonas looking to respond with short left and rights. Williams pushes forward again and lands with that right, hooks again. Hard, hurtful bout, and there's the bell. Do you know what? This is close. Two hard young men in there. I thought Williams came back strongly in that third, so this could be anyone's bout now.
So yeah, well done lads, really good fight. Terrell took the win, but I reckon it was really close, and it could have gone either way. And I hope both lads do really well and have a future in boxing, because I hope they don't give it up there. I mean, I know Terrell's heading elsewhere, but I'd like to see Aiden carry on with boxing as well. That'd be really good to see. Okay, on to another fight. Dillon versus Joe Dowden. See, this was another fight I was looking forward to because I got on with young Dillon. It was still a good fight. They both went the distance. They both battled it out. Their energy, both, you know, they're both really tired in the third round. In the second round, you could clearly see they were getting a bit tired. But you know, fair play to both lads. They battled on, and Joe took the win in the end. But here's some highlights.
Taking their time, working their way into this bout. These two sensible here. Now Dowden looks to step the pace up slightly against Fleming. Moving nicely, looks for the right in a counter, Fleming, but just misses. Both men now probing with the jab. Dowden suddenly explodes forward, but just misses with the right hook. And Dowden looking to respond now, but a good start by Fleming. Best of the fight for the man in the green corner. Dowden now looks to respond again. Looping right uppercut. And Dowden looking to respond now, but a good start by Fleming. Best of the fight for the man in the green corner. Dowden now looks to respond again. Looping right uppercut, but misses the target. The second one lands the gum shield and drops Fleming. Fleming has been ducking low. The uppercut landed, the gum shield comes out. It was only a matter of time when Dowden did it.
Okay, moving swiftly on. That brings us to Quade Brailsford versus Jack Talbert. Now, this fight is probably a way to see is what not to do on Jack's side of things and what to do with Quaid's side of things. Jack went in all guns blazing from the opening bell. The second went to go and touch gloves. Instead of touching gloves, he just threw hands, which is a bit out of order, to be honest. So yeah, if you're watching Jack, it's what not to do in boxing, which is go all full steam in or full steam ahead, because you're going to gas out and get too tired. And then Quaid, who is sensible, he'll weather the storm and he'll let you get tired, and he's just going to come at you full force. Here's what I mean.
His team flashed the orange corner. Quaid, Brailsford, Team Ammo in the green corner. Jack Talbot, who's come out like a train here. Ducks low though as Brailsford comes back at him. Now starts to throw the heavy leather, both men toe to toe, gets the crowd turning. And Talbot being chased by Brailsford now has been being warned for turning. Now he looks to fire back, both men. Heavy shots here. Standing toe to toe, hooking shots to the body now from Talbot. Brailsford looking to respond with his own big right hands to the body. Big lefts from Talbot now. And Brailsford with his own right hand in reply. Looping right hooks to the body and head. Both these men, and a big uppercut there. Talbot stopped in his tracks, now comes back with his own left. These two men have planted their feet and are throwing the bombs. Brailsford pushing forward. They've already taken a lot of punishment, these two, and it's only round one. And now Talbot with the left and rights responding, and then Brailsford bashing forward now as his nickname, Brailsford, forcing Talbot back into his own corner with heavy shots after a bruising first round with Quaid Brailsford, who will come straight back at him. But fair play, Talbot standing and trading as well, bleeding again, but here they go again. Fair play to Talbot, coming back at his man, doing the best he can, ducking and bobbing. But now Brailsford, those heavy rights, uppercuts, they're the ones that have backed Talbot up into the corner. And heavy shots to the body now, and Talbot doing his best here, but he's tired, and Brailsford straight back on him as the gas leaves the tank now. And Talbot takes another right, and the referee gives him another count. Talbot, it's all over. A referee calls out to it here in the second.
2, 3 and a clapper. So yeah, see what I mean? Is that if you go all guns blazing, you're going to get tired very quickly, and then Quaid's just going to beat you up, basically. But yeah, it was still a pretty good fight. I still enjoyed it. Fair play, Jack, and fair play, Quaid. Good fight, lads. Lee Wright versus James Britton. Really good fight. Really enjoyed this one. Another one of the fight of the night candidates. It was more of a technical and boxing fight than it was a slugfest. Both men were dodging and throwing counter punches and jabbing, and it was a really good fight. I really enjoyed it. This will be uploaded to my channel as well, because I think everyone should see this. Yeah, I'll show you some highlights from the fight.
So Britton leads with the jab. Comes forward with double left. And then Sean Lee Wright comes flying back, catches him with the right hand. Britton comes flying back as they both stand and trade now. Left and right hooks coming in from Sean Lee Wright now as he's pushing forward on Britton. Just missing with that overhand right this time, and this time Britton ducks lowly. Lee Wright looks for the right, misses but lands with the left. Stiff jab from Britton.
In and out. Keep moving. Make it work, George.
Pushing forward again. Lee Wright looking to work the body as Britton comes forward. More forward movement from Britton though in this round. Just clipped with the right hand though. Comes with his own uppercut. Second round warming up now.
Too heavy. Make it work. Make it work. Keep moving.
And again, big stiff jab by Britton as Lee Wright comes in. Waiting for Lee Wright to come in. And then stiffly comes forward again. The right hand lands cleanly again. Good shot timing and positioning from James Britton. And I think he's taken rounds 2 and 3 as it goes on like this after a good start from Lee Wright in the first. For me, green corner takes that 2 rounds to 1 in a very good little contest.
So yeah, it was a really good fight actually. Everyone keeps buzzing about it. It was quite a classic. Really glad I got to witness that one. Good fight, lads. Well done. So Charlie Godson versus Tom Scott. Really good fight. I didn't watch the whole thing from ringside. I was running around a bit by that point. But yeah, it was really good. They both slugged it out, and Tom seemed to get better as he got more tired, to be honest, which is something we noticed throughout the entire program. The more tired he gets, the more beast mode he gets. But yeah, brilliant fight. Here's some highlights.
Nice movement from Scott, taking them to the body. Big looping punches from Godson. If they land, they're dangerous, but they've got to land. Scott rolls his shoulders and looks ready to respond. Clips the top of Godson's head as he comes in. And again, Godson relentless in his approach, throwing a lot of leather. Scott looks for the uppercut. And the straight left as Godson comes in, and Scott is catching him on the counter as he comes forward. And again, Godson looks to come forward, and Scott waits and then throws the left and right and catches him with the right on the way in. Big looping punches from both men. The overhand right from Godson, pushing forward now. He backs up Scott. Now Scott feeling the pace. Both men tired now, fighting on instinct, throwing the leather. Scott responds again and catches Godson, doubling up the right hand. Comes forward again. Left hook lands cleanly, as does the big right, catching Godson on the way in. Pushing him back now. Body and head shots. Pushing forward once more. Godson looking for the hooks, but they don't carry the snap anymore as both men are so tired.
Yeah, so as I was saying, pretty good fight, man. I say Tom seems to come more alive the more he gets tired, but yeah, that's the army man in him. It's beast mode time. Okay, on to another fight. Gareth Holland versus Harley Richards. I made a comment during the last one saying that Gareth kind of goes into a defensive bubble during the sparring session. He took that to heart, man. At the show he kept going on about it, and he kept making comments about it, and after the show he made comments about it, and he still makes comments about it now on Facebook, even though he's just joking. But man, did that wind him up. But what's crazy is he must have used that and something else, because he was angry, and during his fight he was tired, but he kept throwing, and he ended up winning. You know, he busted up Harley's face pretty good. Harley was bleeding everywhere, and Gareth won it. They went to decision and Gareth won. That's impressive stuff, honestly. So yeah, fair play, Gareth, and here's your highlights, bud. Bubble boy.
The green corner representing Team Ammo. First of 3, and the first left hook comes from Holland. Richards looks to respond, both men throwing punches, no defence, just going straight for it, shot for shot, punch for punch. One of them's got to give here because neither man is worried about defence. They're just throwing the leather as hard as they can, as often as they can. And it's Richards now looking to back up Holland. Uppercuts and hooks, and Holland under pressure now as Richards just keeps coming forward. Now Holland looks to respond, but Richards keeps throwing the punch. And can they keep up the pace here, these two young men? Phenomenal start in the opening round. Something's got to give here, surely. And Holland pushing forward once more, and Richards responds once more. Punch for punch from these two men. And now it's Richards looking to forge forward again, body and head, and uppercuts as well. What an epic battle from these two. And for me, Holland is edging it. Sheer guts and determination and accuracy. Holland pushing forward once more. What an absolute war. I've got a feeling that Gareth Holland...
As I was saying, really good fight. Fair play, Gareth. You proved me wrong, and you beat my prediction. I thought Harley was going to win that. Yeah, all round a good fight. And yeah, nothing more to say on that one. Well done. Okay, so we have the last two fights to talk about now. This has been a really long video, I must admit. It's the longest video I think I've ever made. Thank you for sticking with it if you're still here. Jason Price versus Dan Loveridge. Decent little fight. Dan came out swinging it in the first round. Got tired quite quick, and in the second round, Jason Price just kind of picked him off. And then something happened to his knee, apparently. And then they threw the towel in. But yeah, man, I mean, just check out the fight for yourself.
Action. Nice movement to start from both men. Price looking to catch Loveridge as he comes in. Loveridge looking to throw the heavy leather as he comes forward. And as you can see, Price is waiting to counter him as he comes in, which doubles up the impact. If Loveridge comes rushing in and Price catches him perfectly on the way in, it doubles that strength of the punch. So Loveridge, although he's looking to force the issue, he's got to be careful of the way he comes in at Price, who's staying calm and looking to wait for his moment. So Price waiting his time, and Loveridge, you can see physically feeling the pace from that fast start, and Price starting to work him now, walking him down, throwing those heavy shots to body and head. And I think this could be all over very shortly, because Loveridge is really feeling the pace here. Looks to his corner for inspiration, but he's so tired. And Price looks to his corner again, but feeling the pace. But it's earlier in the round here, and you feel if Price continues to forge forward. Here he goes again. Left hand's forging in now, and the right's to the body. Loveridge looks to turn and throw the right. He's looking to his corner and saying, I've had enough. I think. Looks to throw the right as Price comes in. Turns away again. The towel's been thrown in. There's just too much, too hard.
Okay, which brings us to our last fight. James Maddox versus Ed Brown. This was a decent little fight. I mean, they were both going, I think, to the third. I think it went to the third round. And basically, yeah, Eddie got a few good shots in. James claims he hurts his back. And then James went down for the 10 count. It was still a decent little fight, you know. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was at first. Ed kept getting pushed over, which I thought he was being knocked down, but I rewatching the footage, there's a few pushes. Yeah, it was still, I enjoyed it, you know. James came out swinging, Ed came out swinging. It was the main event, as they both put it, and yeah, all round I enjoyed that fight. So yeah, enjoy the highlights.
Season 3 of Jim to the Ring. Maddox comes out with the first jab, then looks for the left and right. Brown looking to respond immediately. Left and right again from Maddox. More of a push with the shoulder there. And Brown hits the canvas because of it. And a right hand from Maddox coming forward again. Looks for the big left, spins Brown around, and immediately follows up with left and right. Booming punches here now, while he's got Brown on the back foot. Continues on, he's hurt again, and Brown spins round. He's got... Forging forward again. Oh, and a big right hand. Best shot of the bout so far comes from the green corner and Ed Brown. And Maddox looks to throw once more, but Brown is having a very good second round here. Maddox looks for the right hand. Price brings in the uppercut and drops Maddox with it. Uppercut drops Maddox to the canvas, taking the count. He's back up to his feet. And they're ready to go again. And he goes down again, Maddox, from 2 more punches, and I think this is all over now. I think the heart's been taken out of him here. Brown got stronger as the bout went on. It's all over, and Ed Brown wins by KO in the...
Okay, so that's the end of the programme. I'm not sure how long this actually is. It's going to be well over half an hour, I reckon, towards 40 minutes. If you're still here and you made it all the way to the end, thank you very much for chilling out with me. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Whew, I'm not sure if I'll be making videos this long again, but you never know. I got a lot of plans coming up for this channel, actually. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to the reaction and results show from the gym to the ring. Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much from the media team and myself and the rest of the GTCR. Good evening.
Anderson comes out, as you can see, noticeably the taller of the two, behind a stiff jab, looking for the left and right. Parker will need to get inside and do her work when she gets inside, because she's got to get inside those long, long arms. You can see the height and reach advantage of Anderson. Anderson's got to make that work for her and keep Parker outside at range. Parker's got to get inside and work when she's there. Roll and throw to get inside that taller opponent. As it is, Anderson continues to just pump out the jab to keep Parker at her range. Pushing forward now. And again, as you can see, a lot of movement from Parker, a lot of lateral movement, trying to pick her time to come in. Does so with the jab and the hook, but doesn't land. And Anderson looks for the left and right as she walks forward. Cagey opening from both ladies in this first round. And again, Anderson walking forward, needs to throw. She's on the way in, so she shouldn't get in range for Parker. You don't want to make it easier for your shorter opponent. You want to throw as you're coming forward, as she does now there. As for Parker, when she comes forward, she needs to do it fast, get inside and work when she's there. Just like that. Close opening round so far, though. And again, Anderson looking to keep centre ring and push Parker back with her jab. Very close, not much between them there.
Round 2.
2 or 3 and not much between them. And Parker looking to come forward quicker this round and doing better here at the start of the second. That's what she needed to do. Get inside Anderson and work closer and harder when she got there. Much better start from Parker. Anderson needs to get back to the stiff double jab, as the corner says. Get the double jab going, then the right. Keep it at range. Keep Parker at bay, because Parker's had far more success in the opening seconds of this second than she did in the whole of the first round. Anderson now looking to get back behind that jab as she pushes forward. But Parker, as I said, when she comes forward, she's coming forward faster in the second and throwing more shots. Anderson walking her down now, looking to keep those punches straight and long. Just misses with the right hand, Anderson. Looking to keep Parker on the back foot though. Pushing forward again, but when she gets inside, that's the range that Parker needs. And she throws those hooking left and right around the guard of Anderson. And Anderson again walking Parker down, trying to close the gap, but Parker gets through again with the left and right. And Anderson, double jab and a right uppercut attempt, just misses, but gets caught by Parker on the way in once more. And you've got to say, in terms of aggression and punches actually landed, you could make a good case for Parker there in the second round. In the green corner for Team Ammo, came out aggressively and stayed the course.
Round 3.
So third and final round, and Anderson shot across the ring there to engage her opponent Jody Parker, and now they're ready to box up. And Anderson looking to close the gap down now. But Parker had a good second round, and she's looking to be busy here again in the third. Again, Anderson looks for that uppercut as she pushes forward. Parker moving laterally away from her. And then she takes the push quickly back in, but a nice shot to the body this time from Anderson. Anderson walking her down again, looking to double and treble up the jab. And Parker throws those little hooks when she comes in close enough. Oh, that chopping right hand from Anderson just missed. She's getting closer with each shot here in the third. But Parker willing to stand and trade with her here, but takes the short right and another. Best shots of the fight so far for Liz Anderson here in the third. Walking her down once more, looking for that looping overhand right with that height advantage, not quite finding the range to land. It does so here now. Looking to keep Parker backed up, pushing her back once more. Parker throwing the left and rights in response, trying to keep her away. And Anderson keeping the pressure on here in the third. Parker responding in her corner. Well, this will be interesting now after the response from Anderson in the third. This is anyone's bout.
You can try it if you want. Hate me on